we got these 3 banana boats for Nakey Island this year, which we got to talk about a ton about Nakey Island.
Yeah.
But the idea was like, we'll get these and we don't know if we're going to, like, I don't need a bunch of banana boats. So we'll probably return them.
We've moved those banana boats from A to B to C to B to A to B. Like, we're just continually moving them everywhere. But they're really nice banana boats. So, I mean.
And we will use them
And
again.
they're a vibe. I mean,
and they're a vibe.
Yeah.
People loved them.
We are recording. We're good to go.
We're doing it live.
Should we start with a little cheers then?
We're doing it live.
We're in. All right.
Cheers.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Guys.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Good thinking.
Oh my God, I love it.
Thanks for coming on. We got Liv from Almost Nakey.
Hi, guys.
I'm so pumped to have you here.
No, I'm
Welcome,
so
welcome.
excited. Thank you for having me.
I know. How have you been? So I've been watching. You've been traveling a lot.
I've been on the tour.
Yeah, you have been.
Because we have to be at Coachella. Coachella to me is the most important festival besides Same and Freedom Fest and SantaCon, of course.
Yeah.
Such an important festival for us because it's the biggest media coverage in the world. Like, and I had to see Lady Gaga twice.
Yeah.
Love her.
Had to do it.
You went both
Pause had never
weekends?
been higher. Like,
How many,
obsessed.
have you gone a bunch to Coachella?
My first Coachella, I was 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
I was
Okay,
a,
so you
I was a
went with your
Coachella
parents?
kid.
Throwback.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. And my dad my parents took us in our RV.
Yeah.
1976 GMC motorhome.
Okay.
And we're like home. And my dad's like, we should go to Coachella. And then we went and saw Prince.
Oh, wow. All right.
And it was so beautiful. I remember the clearest memory I have as a child is me being on my dad's shoulders at Prince.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you had cool parents that did that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, your childhood's a little different than mine.
If I remembered, didn't they do concerts and like things
Yes.
like that? Your parents?
Yes.
I remember talking with you a while ago. About
Yes.
that.
Bill and Tish Johnson had a venue in Temecula.
Okay.
So they would do country concerts.
Yes.
And I like grew up like selling cotton candy. So I was like, lead cotton candy like operator.
Yeah.
And I smashed cotton candy from when I was like 6
Yes.
until we were hiring my middle school friends to come out.
Yeah.
And we would all have the cotton candy. We had like 9 machines. Like we were selling a shit ton of cotton candy.
Okay.
And then we were doing cash drops, and I would like tie all the cash to me, and I would like run to the main office and put it in the safe. And then at home, we'd come out and count all the cash. It was really cool.
That is really
It was like
cool.
the first real business that we had was the cotton candy business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you, I mean, I feel like you learn, that's like the hustle, like at a young age.
Yeah.
Because my dad was a ticket broker. And so he was always scalping tickets like outside of like Wrigley Field. We're from Chicago.
Yeah.
And so I would always go with him and I'd just be like holding up 2 tickets. And like when you're a little kid, they're like, all right, you want, like, I'll buy your tickets. And so it was like an easy way. And it was like that cash. And I feel like kind of my start into being in this crazy industry that we're in. I mean, it seems like you were from a young age brought into
I mean, that's the
doing
magic
what you're doing.
of like seeing our parents too. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think because my first festival I ever threw, I was 15 and a half. And my parents had this venue, right? So it had a lake on it. It was very cool. And I had a Volkswagen bus.
Yeah.
So I got a bus when I was 16, about like 15 and a half, 16. And for my 16th birthday, I wanted to throw a Volkswagen bus festival.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I would like drive my bus, like kind of like, I was like 15 and a half, like, 3/4. Like I was good to drive, kind of. Like I had my dad would sometimes go with me. Sometimes I would just go on my own.
Yeah.
And I had my friend painted this like bus flyer for us. I went to Kinko's, printed a ton of flyers, and then went to all these bus meetups and just invited people to a free festival for my birthday.
Oh,
So I'd be like, hey, I'm throwing a birthday party. Like, I'd love to invite you guys. We ended up having like 300 buses show up.
Holy cow.
We bought, and it was a 2-day camping festival for free.
oh, wow.
And I bought the rights to this movie called The Bus Movie, narrated by Tom Hanks. I like saw this movie come out and I called the producer. I was like, hey, I'd love to be on the tour to air the movie.
Wow.
So we like rented this, I rented this like, 30 by 30 foot movie screen. We inflated it. And then we had the producer of the film come out. We had a projector. And I was like producing this from my locker at Bishop's.
Wow.
I was, I think in like
At 15.
9th grade or so.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like operating like from my locker.
Wow.
And we had merch made. We had like 1,000 t-shirts made, most of which are still in my old storage unit. So we still have them.
I'd love one.
We need to bring it back.
Amazing. It's called the Volkswagen Bus Festival. And all these buses showed up and like but like doors are about to open, technically.
Yeah.
I obviously had no idea what I was doing. Doors were about to open and I had friends coming with their parents to come to my birthday. And they like saw all these buses pulled over on the side of the 15 before you get off 15 to the 79 to get out to Temecula. And all these buses were on the side of the road and they had broken down and they were all towing each other. Oh. So they were all like, daisy chain linked to each other to get to the events. They all helped each other. It was like probably like 30 buses.
Oh my goodness.
Like holding like linked. And then they made it to the festival. And then we had like Carmen Guias, Bugs. We kind of organized them so they were all separated by their own sections.
Oh, wow.
And they camped and it was like crazy.
So these are all your friends? Or these are random people?
Random 55 plus
people?
Yeah. From
there to watch
clubs.
A bus movie.
Yeah.
And it
was featured like VW Bus magazine
in 8th grade, just throwing this festival.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Was this a 1 year only, or
this was a 1 year only?
Just
oh my god,
first annual, only annual,
first and only, and it just happened, and it was like so special, and it kind of like brought me into my start of like I was like a little wheeler and dealer on the phone, and then we we premiered the movie, had the whole thing, but I had to come up and announce. I was like welcoming everybody in, parking everybody, getting them set up, and then I came up to announce. And no one believed that I was the one that put it on. Yeah. But then they like recognized my voice. Yeah. So like, oh my God, you were the one. Like, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm literally 16 years old. Wow. What's up, guys? And it was great.
Yeah. That was the first foray. How'd you feel about it after that? Were you stressed? Or were you like,
I mean, I was very stressed.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's so much, you don't know anything.
Yeah.
So like, it was, we had food vendors come in, like a taco truck, and like we had food. And it was the venue, it was a RV park that already was in operations. Like there were services. It wasn't like I was bringing in restrooms. Like we did events all the time. So it wasn't crazy, but it it worked.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Awesome.
It was great. First festival.
I owned a landscaping company at 15 years old. So I was A&T, Aaron and Tim's Landscape Design. Wow. Which was just us mowing lawns, but not nearly as cool as a 300-person bus festival.
I mean, it was shocking that it happened. I think my friends, because then all my friends came out and stayed and camped, and they were like drinking beer for the first time, like getting wasted. So it kind of was like a wild birthday. In addition to all the VW bus people that are like also a little weird to begin with. Yeah. Like VW bus people like are obsessed with their cars. Yep. But they came out with their families, and it was like a really eclectic group.
So that's kind of like your first event that you ever did. That's what got you in. It's funny when you think about, like, I tried thinking about before, like, what's my resume? Like, when did I start? What would be like the foray into doing this, like, odd job of throwing?
What was your first event?
I don't know. I guess it would go back to like just parties, of throwing parties. Yeah. And then him and I were in a fraternity together in college.
I know that.
But it wasn't like our fraternity was definitely different. Like it was a halfway house before we turned it into a fraternity house. And so like this thing, it was run down, Northern Illinois University. Okay. And so it's it was like fun times. It's out in the farm. So it's just kind of like, everybody, it's like a little more laid back. But I was, what was the name of it? I think Social Chair.
Oh, you were social chair.
Yeah. So I like that. That's part. That's part
for the course.
Yeah. We did one party where we brought in like a giant pool, like an above ground pool. We stuck it into it's like a room, like it's a room the size of like this coffee shop. And so we stick this thing in there, and then we brought in like just like tons of sand. So we like laid it all down on the floor. And it's in the middle of winter, so it's like 10 degrees out, and we heat this thing up. So it's like a hot tub, and
that's amazing.
Just like destroyed the house, but such a fun party.
Sand, water, everywhere.
That's sick.
There's when I did
that sounds like Freedom Fest.
I did the mud wrestling party where we got like tons of dirt, mud, and then I went to Walmart and bought one of those giant inflatable slides. Returned it the next day, destroyed. But like, if you're gonna do that to anybody, do it to Walmart. It was like I like rolled it in on a shopping cart, and I was like, yeah, I want to return this. They're like, what? Is there anything wrong with it? I was like, I thought your policy was no questions asked. So
like, not the case with the banana boats.
Take it. Not the banana boats for Nakey Island.
Not the case with the banana boats.
Can you believe that? Amazon denied my return.
That's crazy.
So we got 3 banana boats. So to fill in the audience, we got these 3 banana boats for Nakey Island this year, which we got to talk about a ton about Nakey Island. Yeah. But the idea was like, we'll get these, and we don't know if we're going to, like, I don't need a bunch of banana boats, so we'll probably return them, maybe figure out a different boat situation later. And Amazon did not allow that one to come back.
Easy.
Well,
because you couldn't package them. Was that part of the problem? Like packaging?
I couldn't. So to send them back, they wouldn't cover the shipping back. And these things are huge. It's like it was like sending 3 couches.
Yeah.
And they're like, you got to do it freight. And I'm like coming out of the festival. I'm like, I have enough things to do right now. I'm not trying to like figure out how to ship these 3 giant banana boats.
We have moved those.
Guess what? Now we have banana boats next year to get to the island.
We've moved those banana boats from A to B to C to B to A to B. Like, we're just continually moving them everywhere. But they're really nice banana boats. So, I mean.
And we will use them
And
again.
they're a vibe. I mean,
and they're a vibe.
Yeah. People loved them or hated them, but people felt very strong about
it. As
them.
long as you feel something.
Yeah.
That's all I hope.
It was the emotion that those invoked for our guests was... It was high vibes, low vibes, whatever it was.
I ran into somebody because, so when at 5 a.m. when I started driving the jet ski of the banana boat, because we ran out of drivers, so I started driving people. The dude that came up to me, I ran into him actually later, and we figured out that he was like, "Oh my God, you were my driver," and I was like, "Oh yeah."
He had no idea you were like.
Yeah.
Who you were.
Yeah.
Just that you were a random
he was
driver.
Like, you were my driver. This is months later. This is like recently, like a couple weeks ago when we were out. And I was like, oh my God, yeah. You had the fur. He was like, it was like 5 a.m. He had been up all night and he was like really worried about getting his fur wet.
Yeah,
I was
like,
oh, you're good, man. I got you. And
you're kind of good.
Yeah.
I remember like as I was checking people in, I bought these Almost Nakey beach balls. Maybe 3 years ago, but I thought they were so shitty that I didn't even want to give them out. Because they're like this big and the thing didn't stick. So like it just would deflate. But I like taped all of them together and gave them to people because I was so nervous for people getting on the banana boats.
Yeah.
That they were going to go down. I was like, just put this under your shirt and get on the boat and you should be fine. Hoping it would like be a flotation device for them. I was like, please just put it somewhere on your body.
We were just making it up as we went.
And we did. But Nakey Island, like the same, but Nakey collaboration is so special to me. And I appreciate it so much. And it's just like the most fun thing in the entire world.
Well, I went, because I remember, and this speaks to your character, because I'm walking up there and it was like 5 a.m. I see the line of people waiting for the boats. And I find a security guard and he's having like a meltdown. And he's like, these people, I don't know what we're doing right now. And he's like trying to stop people and like kind of having a little bit of, a meltdown, which happens to people. And I'm like, it immediately set me into this like mindset. And then I go walking up and I see you're just cranking music and you're happy as can be. You're like, what's up? Welcome. You made it. And everybody's pumped. You're just bringing like the energy, not worried at all, not stressed. And you're just like, we'll get through this. Like working
the door, it brings you back to the core. It really does.
I love working the door sometimes.
And not only that, but when we showed up, because like I drove in at like 2.
Yeah.
Because I had a wedding the night before.
Yeah.
So I was on site, went to a wedding, came back after the wedding.
Yeah.
And it's like 2:30. I'm like sleeping in my car. Like, okay, I'm going to sleep for 45 minutes or an hour before Nakey Island.
Yeah.
And I'm like before we do like the Mind Shatter set.
Yeah.
Which everybody was talking about. Like, and I was like, really worried. I'm like, okay, like all the logistics, like how, like,
yeah.
Is there power? It's pitch black. Like what, what's going to happen? Anyway, so I'm like sleeping in my car and then I wake up at 3, me and Wes walk down there. There's not a single light, no one in sight, like where Nakey Island is. Like it was kind of like, wow, like we're really sending it straight up into like the pitch black darkness of Lake Paris.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really had that feeling like, is anyone going to come to this? Like what's happening? And then all of a sudden it's like 4:45, like you can barely see, it's still black. And like I'm trying to like follow wires to try to get power.
Yeah.
Because like all the cables are buried like so deep under the sand. And I finally like find one cord. I take it all the way to Coconut Cove and it's like plugged into another generator. And I just like housed it and just pulled the cord. Chris, who came by? Mateo, like really helped us.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I came by and plugged in. We had we had one like really bright like LED light bulb.
Yeah. Like
hanging over us like a laboratory.
Yeah.
It was so strange. And then we had all of a sudden like people like started to come out like through like the sand, and they're like approaching Nakey Island, and they looked like. I mean, I love a sunrise moment.
Yeah.
But like we've all been there. Where it's like. Yo, like, it'd be better if the sun didn't come up.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be better forever, Yeah. But, like, the sun was coming up. We couldn't stop it. And people were just, like, so hyped. Yeah. But it was, like, everyone's like, I'm here for Nakey Island. I was like, oh, my God. Then the line kept growing and growing and growing. And it was, like, at one point, I think, like, 250 people at once, like, all trying to get to the front of the ticketing counter.
Yeah.
And we had no Wi-Fi. No one was even set up on the island yet.
I remember when you told me this idea and I was like, yo, just doing the quick math, like from the time the sun comes up where there's light to getting people over there, I'm like, this is going to be a big ask. And you're like, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And there you were, just ripping around the ski, just Brad life, ski dudes back in it.
That was the best.
Eastbound and down, Brad. It was on.
The best same experience I've had was driving. Really? Yeah, driving that, like watching the sun come up and just like chugging along on like you can go like 5 miles per hour on a jet ski pulling a banana boat. So I'm just like chugging along and like looking around like this is just so cool because it was like beautiful.
It was unbelievable. It was
there was like a little pit of my stomach feeling of like, this is not going right because I was like, there's just so many, it's the first year you do something and Lake Paris, every site is tough, but it's really humbling. Like if you go to do something for like wrong, like there's just no power, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no phone service, like you can't just call somebody, like it's just,
and the boats were
you're on your own if you're on your own there.
Totally. You're on your own. And then when you really got out to Nakey Island, extreme desolate, like completely desolate.
Yeah.
Nothing. And like people got out, when we like toured it and we walked it, it's like hot as shit. The sand is like burning. And we're like walking around like, this is the true Gilligan's Island experience.
Yeah.
And like it unlocked another universe for people when they went there.
It's an adventure. I mean, even just doing it, I looked at it and I was like, there's a reason. This is the thought that entered my head. Like day one
there's
before we started,
don't do this.
I was like no festival has an island party because this is stupid. And I was like, this might be a total disaster.
No, I had a friend tell me, they were like, Nakey Island is the best Almost Nakey event I've ever been to. Like, in my entire, I was like, okay, like, I was like, that's amazing. I was like, we build like I'm like, all right, we poured like $100,000 into building a stage for a pool, but I'm glad that this, like, very sleek structure. And people, some cases, very much so naked. There's a little naked beach that formed, which I love. Great.
Yeah.
That did happen.
Yeah.
It, on the low, but it's fine. And then, people just like, then I would like look up in the mountain and see people like all over the mountaintop. Like, hugging. Maybe people, I don't know, they're getting a little wild, but like they're all over the mountain.
Yeah.
It was so
I want to make
crazy.
the mountain a thing. Like like getting to the top of that mountain is kind of cool. Yeah. And you can climb, like you can get up there to the top of that mountain. Like I think there's a path along the backside.
Yeah.
Like that's
a scavenger hunt experience. Like I made it to Nakey Island.
Yeah,
like,
you need an activation, something that makes it like a put your
like
flag.
You get there, and I want like somebody, like I want Jesse to be standing there, just be like, "You made it, welcome."
Takes you to like a little portal or like a little
like you go there's a
bar.
Easy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like a coconut,
funny.
like experience.
Yeah. Speaking, I mean, so you have other events, and they are sicker. That I think the island is sick. Everything you do, favorite. Almost Nakey events are so fun now.
Thank you.
So you have first of all, I just saw you were in Aspen.
Yes.
What were you doing there?
Okay, so Aspen is my favorite place in the world, and I hate that I love it so much, but I really do.
Yeah.
And we run a brand called Fresh Tracks, and Fresh Tracks is typically in Mammoth, and it's a show that we do on the snow at the mill, and it gets like very wild.
Yeah.
Like the mill is not built for sound really. And like we dropped like a huge sound system. Thank you, Chino Sound, like massive function rig.
Yeah.
And we had it at the mill, and it was so loud that like the lift operators were like freaking out. And then like all the bottles in the bar were like slamming down and breaking and like all sorts of crazy shit. Yeah. That was an amazing party. Mammoth, we hope to go back to Mammoth, but in the meantime, while we're sorting that out, I think I was like to be continued there, and then we do 2 after parties in Mammoth Village. But I really wanted to go to Aspen. Spent a lot of time there this last ski season. Yeah. So I got in touch with the mountain. We started just to kind of create like what might be possible up there. Okay. And there's a venue called 11212 on the very top of Aspen Mountain. Yeah. Which is so incredibly like bougie, perfect, land of milk and honey, influencers everywhere. Like it's kind of wild. Yeah. But there's a really cool space. It's a 200 cat venue. And they have like this really rad like cabin. Yeah. And with a huge sound system and an LED wall and like everything's set up and like Vouv everywhere and caviar and like very cool vibe. And then we popped up a party there for 2 days. So we did a 2-day festival. It was Coastal, DJ Susan, Artelon, Henry Pope. We had so many amazing DJs, Logie, and then a lot of like amazing Aspen locals. But the Aspen locals, like the artists that come to Aspen are so high level. These Aspen locals are like opening for Chris Lake.
Yeah.
And they're not local DJs at all. They're like really high level, really rad. So that was a special moment because I think Aspen's so special. The promoters there are so ingrained in the community. So it felt nice to like be welcomed there and like being tied in with the local DJs. Like
that's cool.
Yeah. It felt like they really welcomed us and made it an amazing experience. And we took over the club called Madame Ushi on one night with DJ Susan and Artelon.
Yeah.
And he had just flown in. Susan just had flown in from like 7 days in Miami Music Week.
Yeah. Guy's a monster. Straight animal. Love him.
I literally love like that man. That man's a bull that can go through any wall. And like it's so unbelievable. And we pick him up from the airport and I was like, Susan, like if you want to rest, it's okay. I won't tell anyone that you're tired and and it's okay. Like we'll just pretend that you're still up, but it's fine. So then we like pick him up and he sees everyone in the house and he's like, it's so on. Like, I'm not going to bed. And he was amazing, so high energy, and like went straight into the club from Miami directly into the club in Aspen. And the next morning played on the mountain. Like unreal life force. He has like this bliss in him that like powers him like internally. He has like an internal charger, and he's so special. And like he's really ridden for us in so many ways. Like love him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Aspen was fantastic. They brought us all out there, got us an amazing house, and like we want to come back next year and do President's Weekend, hopefully.
Cool.
So we're gonna develop that project a lot more, and hopefully go to some other ski towns too: Mammoth, Palisades, and Aspen.
Nice.
Yeah, and that party's a good one. It's like kind of a core industry party too. It's like, if you know, and it's kind of an easy one. It's a free show on the mountain.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
When I used to play music it was 2 different bands actually we did this, but we played a bunch of those ski shows and it's so fun.
Yeah,
those were the best. That was like you rode all day. It was like free passes, and then like the biggest hassle was just hauling all the gear up the gondola. But once you're done with that, it was awesome. It's
amazing. I mean, being in the mountains to me is so special. Like that experience and doing a show there was so rad, and like it's kind of a dream come true. Like I'd always gone to Aspen, but Aspen has this like kind of feeling that like, I think they want you to feel like you cannot afford it here and like you are not meant to be here in a way. Like Aspen has that feeling that it was just kind of a draw, I think for most, but it felt cool to like kind of hack into the Aspen experience, like provide programming and like all this stuff for all these people that come from all over the world. Like,
I feel like really I know that about Aspen. I've never even been there though. I love snowboarding and skiing.
Yeah.
And done a lot of Colorado, but just never Aspen.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
We'll all be together for the next one.
Yeah. No, I want to do that.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Quick montage. We're all sitting here in full ski gear, just doing it next time.
I'm ready. Yeah.
Yeah. Next pod from the hill.
From the hill.
From the lift.
That's great.
Yes.
I love skiing. It's like so important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about, so then there's the big events that I know of. You got Freedom Fest and SantaCon.
Yes.
Where did these start? Like I want to start with SantaCon.
Yeah.
Where did the concept start? Because it's so cool.
SantaCon,
there's nothing like it.
Okay, so this is kind of like coming out of COVID. Mm-hmm. Like we had, my team, we were all pretty like exhausted because we've been working pretty hard. Like I was running a COVID testing site during, like we were doing a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And I had the idea, I was like, hey, I want to do a SantaCon party. And everyone was like, no, like that's so stupid. Mm-hmm. Like people were like
haters.
People were like, what? No, like, and my heart goes out to everyone who's thought this because it was like winter time. Like it had been raining. I just think I approached it like on like probably Sunday morning when everyone's like exhausted and like it's like no, like we don't want to develop a new property like this.
Yeah.
So everyone's like absolutely not, like good luck on your own. Like you have like almost no support from us, but like we love you, but like And so I was like, okay, great. So I was originally going to do SantaCon, headlined by Kevin Knapp and Cutsnake, at the Women's Club in La Jolla.
Oh, okay.
So
that's like that fits like 150 people, doesn't it?
It fits no one.
Yeah,
and it's down the street from my house. And I was like, and I convinced the Women's Club that I was doing a wedding.
Okay.
So I completely lied to them. Yeah. Sorry, I love you, Women's Club. Completely lied to them and told them that I was doing
stretch of the truth,
something else.
Yeah.
And we were gonna pop up a SantaCon rave.
Yeah.
That was my thought. And they got onto it somehow because I was like, oh, we want to bring sound, we want to bring all these things like bar. And they're like, okay, like this doesn't sound like what we think it is.
Yeah.
So they pulled the plug 2 weeks before we were supposed to do SantaCon.
Mm.
And then I called, but in this time, I had been trying to get connected to Beach House. And I didn't really have a connection there. But Sherry, who's the queen of La Jolla and kind of my mentor in La Jolla, she asked me to go to lunch randomly. And when she asks you to go to lunch, you have to say yes. So I like didn't really have time because I was like, my show was getting pulled. Like I was like, whatever. I pull up to lunch at El Ranchero, and sitting on the table is Maddie, who I didn't realize is one of the main contacts at Beach House.
Yeah.
And now one of my very, very close friends.
Yeah.
So that was our first meeting. Like Sherry was like, you should meet this girl. And I'm like, Maddie, I have a show fully ready to go and announce. It's in 2 weeks and I have no venue. And I want to go to Beach House.
Yeah.
And this was, and it was a huge risk to go to Beach House in the winter. You know, it's an 1,800 cap venue.
Yeah.
They've never sold that many tickets. We had one time, but it was kind of like that was like a fluke, crazy. Well, I'll explain that one for Freedom Fest, but you know, it was kind of like a huge risk.
Yeah.
And I was going in on my own.
Yeah.
And I was like, kind of like, you know, I want to live an extraordinary life. And that means like being terrified a lot of the time. So let's go.
Yeah.
So I like signed the documents at Beach House. They were kind of like, look, it's a winter date. Like it's open. If you want it, you can have it. We end up selling that show out, 1,800 tickets within like 11 days.
Wow.
With Kevin Knapp and Cutsnake.
Awesome.
Cutsnake's always had our back. He played like, he's really like been on the family forever. And Kevin Knapp, I love.
Yeah.
And we sold that show out. It was kind of I decided that I wanted the stage to be level with the crowd. For some reason. Like I was like, I think it'd be better if we, you know, so we put the stage in the pit and leveled it off.
Yeah.
So no one knew where the stage was.
Yeah.
Couldn't see it.
Yeah.
At all. But it was a great party. It was like a wild Christmas party.
Yeah.
And it had like kind of a home baked feeling.
Yeah.
Like our poster was like very homegrown. And like it was just, you know, easy. It was just like kind of an easy but terrifying on my side. But for everyone else, we were just posting videos and we sold a shit ton of tickets.
Yeah.
And after that, SantaCon kind of had legs.
Yeah.
It was the first party where we really like made like we made a paycheck. Like
Yeah.
it was
What
the
year
first
was
time
that?
we had done that. This was 3 years ago.
Okay.
So the first SantaCon party was literally 2 SantaCons ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next year, we went back and did Freedom Fest again.
Yeah.
And Freedom Fest. So SantaCon was the first party we did at Beach House. And then I was like, hey, I'd like to do Freedom Fest at Beach House. We came back, did Freedom Fest, and that one sold out as well.
Yeah.
And that was like right under, that venue was built for 1,800 to 2,000 people. I think we did like 2,500 tickets.
Yeah.
Which was more than, it was wild.
Yeah.
It was a wild party. DJ Susan, Goldfish, you know, and then I told Belmont, I was like, hey, I'd like to take over the whole park.
Yeah.
And they were like, no one had done that, I guess. Or maybe they had it a long time ago, but it hadn't happened in a long time. And I was like, I'd like to take over the whole park and we want to do SantaCon. And somehow they agreed to it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Because we'd proven 2 shows to be sellouts. And thankfully the bars, we'd done really, really well at the bar. Like had beat records that they'd never seen.
Yeah.
So they had some I had some credibility in that. Like we could sell a lot of booze. So then I was like, if we can open up the park, I think I can sell 5,000 tickets.
Yeah.
Had never done that.
Yeah.
Had never, like, we'd done barely half of that.
Yeah.
So, and it's, you know, after we did Freedom Fest, and then we announced SantaCon again, full park. We had no media to show what it was going to look like. We had no idea what the footprint was going to look like. We had no idea of a real capacity. We kind of I just walked it with a measure, and we kind of, you know, Belmont Park knows because they operate every single day as a music park, so they do know. But yeah, that SantaCon was like, changed my life.
Yeah.
That was the show that really, like, you know, when 5,000 people walked through the door, and the love and the community of that show. I mean, and it was headlined by Chromeo, just as a bash, and it was headlined by Austin Mills.
Yeah.
And who else? Cherub and Susan and like kind of our community, but it grew. And that became like the iconic, I think the party that really changed everything.
I mean, it is in San Diego. Like that is
so special.
I mean, it's now even this year when we did the podcast before with Mary Droppins before she went to go play her set this year. But I remember before I did that, I was just walking around the street in San Diego, and out of like 4 different houses came people with like all their Santa gear on, and like, I mean, it's clear everybody's going to SantaCon. Like, I mean, it's like that's the thing to do.
I mean, that show, like, to me, because not only are you pulling on like, you know, the joy of Christmas, but it's like your childhood memory of like sitting around the tree and like everything that Christmas stood for you, and family and community and your presence and the music. It's like when you play a Christmas song, like it unlocks everything from your childhood. Like it just is so deep.
Yeah.
It goes so much deeper than just like a party.
Yeah.
So it's like now I feel like, and then when we like get ready for the show, our team they're like, we've grown so much, but we really have a heart to heart. I'm like, hey, like, you know, we're saving Christmas for some people that don't get to go home, can't maybe fly home. Maybe they have something wrong at home. Maybe, you know, like Christmas is so emotional too.
Yeah. With
family. And, you know, we all are going through stuff.
Yeah.
So like we have an opportunity to save Christmas for people.
Yes.
And like, if they can really believe, as I say, like, if you don't like really care about this, Santa's not coming to San Diego. Like Santa will not show up and kids in San Diego will not get presents. Like we have to do something. We have a really serious job. So we like wear elf stuff for like 3 months. We really dive in.
It.
Yeah.
I love Christmas so much.
I love Christmas so much.
And it's such it's a perfect city for it too. Like we're both from Chicago. So we moved out here. And you can't go back every single, you know, year. And so many people here are transplants.
Yeah.
So they're missing that. They're missing that family. There's so much military here. There's so many like people that are looking for that. Way to provide.
Well, thank you. But that party to me with the roller coasters for free. I mean, like Belmont Park is such an amazing place for Christmas for SantaCon.
Yeah.
And they're such an amazing partner for us. And I love them. They're going into 100 years. And like it's been such a beautiful marriage. Like that show. And it just you know, I think everything that's meant for you in this life will really, like, I hope I skydive into the exact place I'm supposed to be in the world. Mm-hmm. And that was like a perfect moment of that. Like the path of least resistance, the venue came so naturally. And it just so happened that like anyone, and I got to ride really my own dream because everyone kind of thought it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Do you go all out decorating your house for Christmas, or are you are you Christmased out there?
Well, because by the time Christmas actually happens, I'm so like I can't, like, for example, my team was so sweet last year. I didn't have any decorations in my house. So they took me to a Christmas tree lot and bought me a tree to put in my house. But the tree sat outside. I didn't even have time to put it up. It sat outside in my front yard until February 14th, basically.
I love that story, though. You just booked it at the women's club.
Yeah.
And we're like, I'm going to figure it out. Like, this will work out. This is going to happen. We
had 2 weeks to sell 1,800 tickets. And, like, you know, there are minimums to working at beach. Like, there's just, I was looking at, like, some serious, what would be devastating losses.
Well,
like, to the point where I
gamblers.
We are.
This is a gamble.
And I genuinely, like, there was a moment where I would dunk myself in the ocean every single morning because I just felt it so much. Like, I just felt that pressure so heavy because I was so also on my own.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that I really didn't have anyone to talk to about it. So I would just go in, because like for me, the ocean can hold everything.
Yeah.
Like when you go in the ocean, like it really can, it's so bountiful. It can hold, you can just put your issues in there.
Yeah.
And it's got you. So I would like go in the water every single day in December. And then I would just chug away and we just kept selling tickets. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God, like this is actually happening. Like people are coming.
Yeah.
But I was always worried. I'm like, if it, you know, you always think about weather, you think about these things and like, there are costs you just can't recover. So I was like, I may have to move to Mexico, and I'm willing and able to do that. Like, I accept that, like, I might have to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a reality for me. Like, seriously, like, I look back now, I'm like, I can't believe I thought that. Like, it was just so much pressure, and, you know, I was so early on.
Yeah.
That I was like, I might move to Mexico, and I understand that that's reality.
I'm thinking back to us as roommates, like... us as roommates.
I don't know where that story is going, but
15 years ago,
a lot of them.
No, do you remember like watching? I think we were watching what's the gold mining show?
Oh, Gold Rush.
Gold Rush, and we were like, we could do this. Like, let's just. I think we got to go to we're gonna go to Alaska and just mine gold. Like that's it. This isn't gonna work out here. And we were like,
you're like, I'm fully willing.
Yeah,
if we
have my lifestyle.
Yeah, I've had a lot of those moments.
But we care so much. I think that's the thing is like genuinely in our hearts.
You go through those like why am I doing this? Why did I choose this? I could just be like working like going in 9 to 5 and like just doing something and I don't know.
The risks are so massive.
Yeah.
Not only from a financial perspective. I mean, the risks are so unbelievable. The reward, and like I guess I do feel like I was put here on this earth to do this because I feel so alive in it and I feel so grateful every single day.
Yeah.
It's like I would never give it up, given the risks.
Yeah.
I think there's a quote to me. It's like, what would you do if there was $0 associated with it? Like you just lived and like money didn't exist. That was like supporting like all of that. Like what would you do? And I would choose this every single time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because like I truly love it, but like the risks I think make it exciting. Like I like the possibility. Like
I remember,
you know.
Yeah, I love that quote. I remember I was working a job years ago, and it was a company that sold like real estate training. And so I had to call people, and it was like a sales job. And one of the questions that I started people with was like, if money wasn't a factor, time wasn't a factor, you didn't have to worry about any of that, what would you do with your time? You know, and it might be family, and it might be like, you know, I'd get a car, I'd get like, you know, whatever. And I remember sitting and thinking about that, and I was like, I would certainly not be doing this. And I was like, I'd be doing music. And I was like, it took me a couple months, but I was like, I could just do that. Like,
right?
Why am I doing this? Like, I don't have to retire later or something like that to do. You know,
I just want to, and I think like I want to live an extraordinary life.
Mm-hmm.
And like that means like living in fear at times. Like I just want to feel something.
Yeah.
It was like really cool, like being at Coachella this year, because the first time I went, I saw Prince on my dad's shoulders. That was my first Coachella. I was very young. And then to go back this year, and like I was at the outdoor theater on Saturday, sunset, and it's Cynthia Erivo coming out singing Purple Rain with the LA Philharmonic. 60-piece orchestra, massive choir, after Dave Grohl had just come out.
Yeah.
And like, I was just like in the crowd, and I couldn't help but like, she was singing with tears coming out. And I like couldn't help but burst into tears just thinking like, you know, for me, it felt like just a blessing from God. Like I'm now on the other side of being like an 8-year-old attendee.
Yeah.
It's a full circle moment.
Totally. Like I work in music now. I get to do my dream, and a dream that was like given to me so young because I was exposed to music and art and everything at a young age.
Yeah.
So like, it just felt like honestly 21 years later.
Yeah.
To be there and have that moment. And I was like, and to really have hacked. Like now I understand, like now I go to Coachella and I look at like the cables, like cable management is like my, like,
it's not the same anymore, but
like, I just feel like I was just like I almost think of it like I'm walking down the street and the street lights all went on. That's how I describe like it, being at Coachella as a kid and then being there now.
Yeah.
Like walking in through an artist entrance, like having the credential that I never thought I would imagined I would get.
Yeah.
You know, like
you're seeing behind the wizards.
Totally.
Yeah. You know,
and it's like all the lights went on and I'm walking straight, I have the keys to the kingdom, and it's like so beautiful from like to have that perspective now. And like, it was just felt like I'm exactly where I need to be at that moment. It's
amazing you were there. So many of our interviews have been like Coachella has been one of their defining moments that they like artists, DJs, just like, I mean, that is a beacon.
Yeah.
And for me, I had one of those experiences, and I actually got to tell him on this podcast when I interviewed Jeremy with Big Gigantic. That was my moment. It was my first Coachella. And he brought in the entire high school, like Indio marching band that played with them. And so they had like 50 kids on stage. And it was like in the Sahara tent, and they were just like jamming out for an hour with Big Gigantic. And I was like, this is the coolest thing. It like changed how I thought about music like back then. And I told him that, and he was like, oh yeah, that was rad. That was my moment.
He's like, yeah, you're like, this changed my life.
Yeah.
And I always think, and like, I always think like, okay, let's say you were given 10 minutes on Coachella main stage at midnight on Saturday night. Like, what would you do?
I'd instantly develop like an accent. Be like, hello, Coachella. Like, I would not talk with like myself for sure.
What would you do?
If I had 10 minutes on the main stage? 10 minutes
on the main stage, and just, but you could do any production. Like, you can really work on it for like a year.
I would drop the biggest bass drop that anyone's ever heard and have the whole crowd like just going with you. Like nothing, and I've talked about this in the podcast before, where like I just put your hand up, the crowd goes up. Put your hand down. Like to have that kind of crowd control for 10 minutes would be just like incredible. I mean, just so much fun. I'm not a musician. So for me, when I get to stand backstage and watch it, it's so cool to watch, like give the artist the platform to be able to do what they do at Same.
Yeah.
So to be able to be in that and be able to pull the string a little bit would be so much fun for me.
That's so cool.
What about you?
I had time to think about this.
Yeah.
So what I would do, because like my biggest thing is like, I just love the crowd, like the crowd, and like engaging the crowd and all that. So what I would probably do is I'd probably bring like 70 helicopters and just have them like drop presents on everyone.
Oh, awesome.
Honestly,
more Christmas theme. We're loving it.
Or like drop something like, I mean, in a dream world, like they would drop like, I don't know, like if everyone was 21, like shots of tequila and like whatever, but like, or something fun like that. Yeah. But I think it'd be like so cool to like Because like I want everyone to like look up and have the feeling that like magic is like coming down from the sky.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, guys, like Merry Christmas or whatever. I don't know. And then just have presents come down.
I think so many of my like favorite defining moments at our events or either other events too are just like when the lights shoot on the crowd and you see all that like just that face that everyone gives where they're like, oh my God, like just you can see it exploding as it happens. So that's what I think my moment would be, like having the crowd control of like everyone just looking back and having almost like still they're like a few seconds behind on what just happened, but they're still trying to catch up. And it's so that is what makes doing what we do in the event space like so much worth it for me. Like having that moment where the light hits the crowd and just all happens and all comes together.
Yeah.
I love that.
Even just like put cameras on and go through everyone on the crowd for 10 minutes and just like have it on the wall. Because Gaga did this amazing thing. She went through, she's fully singing Bad Romance perfectly, running through the crowd, hugging people, everything, like engaging with maybe 5,000 people at once. Like it felt like she was like tunneling. Because like I've heard from her performances, and I've seen her so many times, that she will like look at the first 10 people in the crowd and like really develop a connection with each of them. And then she thinks it permeates all the way back.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that probably makes sense.
I've heard nothing but good things. We lived in Mission Beach when we first moved out here, and she was dating an actor who lived like a block up and a block over from us. So we would like not bump into her, but she would be at Sneak Joint in Mission Beach all the time. And like everyone had the nicest stuff to say about her. Yeah. Like I saw her from a distance, but I was like too shy to walk up and be like, you think you're really cool. You know, like I don't have the best track record of walking up and meeting famous people. I met Benny Benassi and shook his hand and said, thank you for everything you've ever done. And that was all I could come up with at the moment. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. And then I walked away and we left before he played. I was like, just done. I was so excited.
Thank you for everything you've ever done.
Thank you for everything you've ever done. And then I botched it with Michael Phelps too. I bumped into him at Shore Club. And I walked up to him and I was like, I had all these things I was to say. And the first thing I said to him was like, my dad thinks you're really cool. And he was like, that's okay. And I was like, can I buy you a beer? And he's like, no. And I'm like, all right. And I walked away.
His beer with you.
Yeah. So now I know, like, I just got to like really step back, like think about what I'm going to say and maybe just not say it. Like just keep my mind. The moment's a little more special that way.
I remember that Michael Phelps moment. You came back so disheartened. You're like, what did I just say to Michael Phelps?
Like, why did my dad thinks you're really cool? Like what? That's such a weird thing to say to somebody.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm not very good with that.
Yeah. I've had a couple fumbles too.
You got anything you can think of?
I'm trying to think. Honestly, no. I'll come back to me on that one. I'm trying to think. Like I've run into some celebrities and just had like, or I just like I don't know.
Yeah, you just don't like.
Nothing I can really like think of right now that like was that. I probably tried to like bury it deep in my soul.
Like I've always. I mean, obviously, I've like. I'm usually a little tuned up and I'm like walking to Michael Phelps at Shore Club and saying stuff. But I mean, like on site and on set, like you're very normal with people. But when you see it in the wild, I've just made some, yeah.
I feel like our first few years was so chaotic. I would run into the artist that I wanted to talk with, but I was like in a full sweat. And I was just like on my mind was about like how the power just went out at a stage or something like that.
Right.
I was just like, good. Like, thank you. Like I just run off and never really got to connect. It's luckily like I can chill a little bit more.
We had a moment with the Yin Yang Twins. It's actually pretty iconic. Yin Yang Twins showed up to play Freedom Fest last year.
Yeah.
We're paying them in cash.
Yeah.
So I'm like running. They're like arriving and they show up and they're there and they're like, so where's the money? Just straight away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I like run to the safe inside Belmont Park and I grab the cash.
This is like back to the cotton candy days.
Oh yeah. And I'm running with it under my shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like running through like going through the crowd, like dodging all these people. And I like give them their money. And then all of a sudden they're like, let's go. Like, yeah. And then they're like super good vibes. We like feed them, take them on the roller coasters. And they're like the best vibe ever. And then I'm sitting down with them to do like a little interview. They take the mic and do like this crazy, like amazing tirade for like 40 minutes.
Oh, wow.
About like making America nakey and like all these like hilarious things just kept going on and on. It was amazing.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I was like with them, I was kind of like, just do your thing.
Yeah.
They did a great job.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I always have a moment at every festival we do, every event, where I just like stand back on the stage and you kind of see, and you're just kind of looking. Like, that's it for me. Like, that's what I love. That's so fun.
Yeah. It's good that you can take those, like, it's like, I feel like it takes a couple times to like be able to even have that awareness to do that.
Yeah, it's just, somebody said it to me. It was year one, actually. It made me do it, and I do it every year now. But she was just like, take a second, like, go up, like, see this. Like,
yeah,
if it wasn't for, you know, like, this wouldn't exist, you know? So just like take a second. These people are all wearing Santa hats and out having a great time because of you. Well,
I just like to think also that like people, like when we have such an amazing group together, like the consciousness is so high and like everyone's so excited that I think we all, how I see it in my eyes is like I look out on the crowd and I see like everyone reflecting light off each other. Mm-hmm. My vision is like we all have so much love to give. We're all reflecting our love on each other, and then it hits you like a mirror, hits someone else like a mirror, and bounces back on you. Mm-hmm. So when you're shining love, it hits and bounces, and then it bounces back again, and then it forms like a vortex, like a of light beams into the sky. Like I hope, like when I think of SantaCon, I think of like zooming out on planet Earth, and like hopefully there's like a light beam coming up from San Diego.
I love that.
That's like my vision of like.
Hell of a vision. I love it.
I think of like on a daily basis too. Like, you know, like if you're out and like you shine, you know, because when you're shining light out, it does come back, and then it just refracts and like hopefully goes up into the world.
I love that.
Yeah. I hope that happens at Freedom Fest and SantaCon.
How do you deal with like the stress that comes with this? Like, do you have like practices or anything like that you do?
What's your decompress?
Yeah. So I've actually, I think this is why I have so much energy right now, even though it's just at Coachella for 6 days. And like
wild. You and DJ Susan.
Yeah. But so I've been doing transcendental meditation since I was 11. So twice a day, every single day, I've been doing TM.
Yeah.
And the way I describe TM is it's a non-concentrative meditation. My aunt actually taught the Beatles in India like a long time ago, in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
My parents have been meditating for 50 years since they were 20.
Wow. So you learned that.
So I've just had to, it's always been in my world. Like we just meditated as a family.
Yeah.
In the morning and evening for 20 minutes twice a day. And I've been doing it my whole life. It was like very commonplace in my family, but I describe it as like life is tough. Like there's, you know, so many traumas that happen and all these things are going to occur. We're going to live in a universe where things are going to happen to us, highs and lows of living as a human. And like I describe it like you're shooting through the universe and like there are sharp things as you're like going through this world and your skin is like soft. Mm-hmm. And TM, I think like sends a construction crew out and like kind of like shapes the edges a little bit so they're softer. Yeah. So that when you go through the world, hopefully you're not as impacted. Yeah. Because it allows you to release stress. Mm-hmm. So apparently like 8 hours or 20 minutes of TM is equivalent to 8 hours of REM. Like it gives you that much rest. Wow. While releasing stress. So that's been my secret weapon.
Can you give us a quick TM 101? Like what is, I've never heard of this.
Yeah, transcendental meditation. It's like, it's a technique, you have a mantra. And you sit down, you sit down every morning I do it and every evening I do it. Because like before I came here, I was like extremely exhausted. Like I went to have lunch and I was laying on my couch like, how am I going to do this podcast? Yeah. You know, I get tired too. I'm a human being. And but I sat up and meditated. And after 20 minutes, I kind of like got up and I kind of floated here. It's really an amazing thing. Yeah. And my car has no battery, but like, I don't know, things don't bother me. Thankfully, TM allows I just feel like things don't necessarily impact me. Yeah. Like I still understand there are things that are happening in my world, like financial pressures, whatever those pressures may be. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I do have a layer of protection over my nervous system.
I've heard such good things about it.
It's amazing. Because I think like as producers and, you know, like we control the consciousness of our show and the consciousness of our team. Mm-hmm. And like if we can remain, like I try to remain so level, like even not like overly excited, like just really try to remain that level force because like we have to carry we're walking with like a big backpack on, you know, and like it's like part of our experience to lead. So like I try to remain like so level, but I think like stress causes us to react. Yeah. So like I try to be like extremely non-reactionary, like
it's hard not to.
And it's very hard. Yeah. But like now I think also about how we've been through so much, like anything can happen at this point. Yeah. So I'm just like, you know, like it is what it is. Like,
yeah, I think time helps out. Time helps. You go through it all. Yeah. But
like, thankfully, that's been my greatest resource is TM. Like, it's really, and I've been doing it my whole life, but there are times I'm like, because I only do it because it makes me feel so good. Like, I don't necessarily like, I'm not I mean, I'd love to become enlightened one day. And I think maybe, hopefully we're all on that path of like greater joy, greater happiness, greater bliss. Like that's my goal. But like, I'm not meditating because I think it's cool or because I think that, you know, any of that. Like I purely do it because I want the rocket fuel, pure energy. And like, that's what it's been for me. Like really clean energy, you know? Because like, I can't even really do caffeine. Caffeine doesn't necessarily work for me. Because I like make like 70 outgoing calls and like it's really not good for anyone. So like, but that the TM has been the answer for me. And like, thankfully I'm able to digest a lot of the stress and like the stress does bounce off more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
What do you guys do?
I'm a tinkerer. Like I like to like work on things.
Yeah.
I'm not a super creative person in the world of like building or like, you know, like thinking that thing through. Like if I'm really stressed out, I'll go like work in the garage on something.
Yeah.
Start tinkering like work on something with my truck, my 4-wheeler, dirt bike, whatever it is. Like I just like to get out and that's like my way of doing it.
And like complete a task at something else.
Yeah. Like and we recently bought a house, which has been a big project. So
That's
like
amazing.
I'm just constantly like I'll be like, all right, well, I'm going to go mow the lawn again. You know, like I just love doing those. Like I'm like a dad with no kids. Like I love having just that task at hand and then stepping back and being like, wow, that looks so much. It is now better that I've, you know, made it better because of what I just did with it.
Yeah.
Mowing my lawn is kind of my like most recent.
That's great.
It's not a big lawn, so it doesn't take very long. It's just like a nice reset where I'm like, okay, it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Well, at least, and then you completed something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, because I remember reading like Navy SEAL, like a Navy SEAL, like manifesto. And like like the first thing you do is make your bed. Very first thing, like before you do anything. And that has been like a big thing I've done. So at least you've completed one task.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've gotten one thing done.
No, I believe in that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make your bed, like those types of things. You just like, I don't know. It's just the start of a day.
You have to do it.
Okay.
And now it's totally my routine. And now, yeah, like that's a big one. And then TM. And then I think surfing's always been a big part of my life too.
Sounds like ocean. For
The
you.
ocean,
The
yeah.
ocean's a big thing for you.
Because it can really carry anything. It really feels that way.
It's so meditative being there. I mean, and it's a workout.
Yeah.
But I used to surf so much and then I got hurt. And it's so weird when you stop surfing for like just a little bit.
You really
and
like,
then it's like, I don't do it for a long time. And then like, I just recently went again. And then I like went every day for like 15 days. I was like, oh yeah, I love this. It's like you go every day.
you forget.
Yeah.
I am terrified of surfing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like of sharks or?
No. My teacher is sitting next to me, and he almost killed me a couple times.
Well, it's because I think you had eaten mushrooms, and I was like, "Yeah, come with me."
That was
and you were just hanging under the surfboard like this the whole time. You're like,
the first time we went, I asked you for some advice, and you're like, "Yeah, just like paddle out and then like stand up, and you'll ride it in." And I got a concussion. Like I went end over end on the board, smashed my head into the ground, like come up, and I'm bleeding. And Brad's looking at me, and I just keep falling over because I'm concussed. I'm not sure what's going on. And Brad's like, you should probably get out of the water. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And like blood dripping down my face. So that was the first time I went. Second time I went, I watched, I don't know why I didn't close my eyes, but I watched the sand come into my eyes, and I like scratched my eyes and like had to throw my contacts out. Third time I went to go stand up on the board. My hand slipped and I punched myself and gave myself a black eye.
Oh my God.
The fourth time I went was mushrooms. And I was just like,
no.
But I'm so scared. Like I'm going, they're like, you want to go surfing? And everyone's like, yeah, for sure. And we're living in a big house at this point, and I am terrified. Like I bought a new wetsuit thinking that would solve it. Didn't solve anything. But I was just like, they asked me and I'm like, maybe I could, you know, I'm like, why am I so, like, everyone loves this. I'm just so scared to do it. So
Yeah.
I kind of hung that up. I'm like, I think this is just, I'll ride a dirt bike at 70 miles an hour in the desert, loving it. Just surfing at 2 miles an hour on a longboard, not my thing. I'm just
At 2 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Well, I tried, but I also didn't know at that time. I'm from Chicago, like, and I had just started, so I could barely even get up. When I was like, I got you, I'll teach you.
Yeah, you had a lot of
so I
confidence.
didn't know what I
no
was doing.
skills, tons of confidence though.
Well, it's just water. I was like, you got it. But
Yeah, that first time when I legit concussed.
Yeah.
So yeah, ocean. I like to like look at it.
Totally.
Big fan of looking at the
That's
ocean.
great.
yeah, yoga was like for me. That was something I picked up going through like a hard time a few years ago, and it like definitely was like, I don't know, maybe it was that meditative thing of just sitting for like an hour and stretching. And also like you feel so much better.
It's so, you feel so much better.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And then I don't do it for a while, and then you do it, and you're like, how was I like functioning?
Yeah. And then I started getting into swimming at the plunge. Because that like swimming is so cool. And I loved that.
Love the plunge.
Yeah. All those things.
I know. Love the plunge. Love the plunge jungle gym thing.
I have a question. Have you ever, do you ever DJ? Did you ever think about it? You ever tried or thought about
To be honest, I'm like pretty strongly a no.
Yeah.
On DJing.
Yeah.
Because I just think like my job is not that. Like my job is like give a platform to great artists.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like I do not belong. Like I think it'd be hilarious maybe if I just like had an iPad and like played like Ying Yang Twins and like Nelly. Like cool. But like I just no. I also think it's so hard. Like as a like producing events, like I don't really like braggadocious in the fact that I put myself on the lineup.
That's why like, Brad started Same.
I did year one. Me and Pete put ourselves like that was. We were like, oh, let's book it. Like we'll do a festival, and then we could play a festival.
That's amazing. I mean, that's like kind of the Lollapalooza story too.
Is it?
Now,
I don't even know.
Perry Farrell and like, and Jane's Addiction and that whole thing was like their tour.
Oh, okay.
It's really interesting actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I just like, I'm too late now. I like, if I started with myself on it, maybe.
Yeah.
But like now it'd be like so.
No, it wouldn't. It would be so cool.
I don't know.
It'd be awesome.
I don't know.
You should play Nakey Island at least. Then it's not like you're booking yourself.
I like that idea.
Maybe.
Then you could like have a set and throw down. It would be fun.
Our people will call your people. We'll get you booked for Nakey Island.
Cool.
No, well, I've never DJ'd though. So that was, I kind of tried once where I was like, oh, I'll make a little set. It was like a COVID type of thing, but it wasn't, that never took.
We'll leave it. I'll save it for DJ Catward for Wes.
Yeah. No, I'm more of
DJ Coward.
I like the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's more fun producing and all of that.
To me, that means so much more to me. Like I also just have no real interest in DJing, and I'm not good at it. And I should know more. Like I look at CJs and I'm like completely lost.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I should know more.
Yeah.
And I just leave it to the pros.
Yeah.
I think I'm too selfish to DJ. I want to listen to music I want to listen to.
Right.
And it would just be me DJing for me at that point. Like if you put me on a phone or an iPad or iPhone or whatever, that Spotify at a party, like I'm listening to the shit that I want to listen to at that moment.
What is like your number, like you're like, this is on?
Ooh, I love bass music.
Oh, you do?
Like I really do. I mean, and that's like at a party or at a festival. Like if I'm going to LIB, you'll find, is it the Stacks? Isn't the Stacks? Like I'm just talking about like a feral cat, like, and you mentioned before we got on there, you're like, yeah, like I was just kind of like, with my friends, I was like in and out of it the whole time. Like that's what I will do. I've like, if you don't see me with my friends at a festival, I'm at the bass stage, just by myself, just jamming, like just loving it. I could be the only person there with the DJ, like, and I'm just having a blast. And then I'll just kind of like, assimilate back into my friends. They don't think I left, and then I come and like roll back out. Like I love solo missions.
That's amazing. I've never been to LIB. This year, I think will be my first LIB.
Are you going?
It's good.
It's crazy. I've never. Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, you'll like it.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's such an important one.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
We have a wedding that week. We might officiate, so we.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'd be co-officiating a wedding.
That's
for
amazing.
Our friend in Canada.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, we're trying to think of themes for ourselves.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's so cool. I'm like able to officiate weddings, and then I get like an ordained minister.
Yep.
And then you get your ordained minister parking pass.
Yeah.
And I've used it, and it works. You can use it in like.
Wait, there's a parking pass that comes along with this perk?
I've used it in red areas.
I would be totally
ordained minister parking.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I would definitely be using that. I married our friends a long time
Emergency
ago.
wedding in a red parking area.
Yeah, wow. As an ordained
who's gonna give a minister a ticket?
Yeah.
Bad vibes.
I didn't even know this.
I know.
That's funny. Did you marry your friends?
I have not married my friends yet.
Okay.
But I'm ready.
So you're just
ready to go at any point.
You're like just
in
case.
I'm
in case the need arises and someone's like, please, we need a minister.
No, I was born for it, I think.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's so
right now I'm in the process that we'll see of potentially, I'm running for mayor of La Jolla.
Are you really?
I actually am.
What? Let's talk about this.
Okay, well, this is like, still, we might have to cut this and we'll see. But like, so La Jolla's in the process of becoming its own city. So there's 2 steps need to happen. Number 1, I'm on the board for La Jolla to become its own city. It's a seed from San Diego.
Yeah.
So that may happen because it's never been tried, but it looks like it could happen in the next 4 years. And in that case, I would run for the first mayor.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like we're on the trail.
Wow. So
I haven't officially announced it yet, but I think I'm actually going to do it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love this.
Why not? And my initials are LJ, so LJ for LJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been into politics? Is that
no.
like something that you're like, I want to kind of make
really.
a change and do that?
I mean, I just think La Jolla is so important and it means so much to me that like I would love to be the mayor of La Jolla. There's a lot of things I want to do.
Yeah.
Fix our roads.
Without getting political, what are the principles you're going to run on?
Way more events for the community.
Okay, love it.
No noise ordinance. No, I'm kidding. What we would do, but the biggest thing is because La Jolla is such an amazing community, and like right now, the resources are shared with City of San Diego, so that's so hard because like all of our resources are shared there, and clearly we're the last one. Like we don't have a lot of emergencies. Like homelessness isn't a major problem, so a lot of those resources are being pulled. So it'd be nice to like we have our own fire department, we have a lot of our own systems in place, trash management, all these things. Like if we could become our own city, we could genuinely make a bigger impact on things that affect us. Like our streetlights, the streets are super damaged. And then also like form a real like lead governing body for La Jolla. That like right now we like have to answer to City of San Diego.
Oh my God, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So cool.
It'd be really nice. And then also like there's no permits given out for like a lot of the parks in La Jolla. So it'd be nice to kind of throw some more community events. Free for the community.
You heard it first. Different Paths Podcast, LJ for LJ.
Who knows? LJ for LJ. I'm pure. My main thing is like fix the roads. That's a very positive one in La Jolla. People really want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did not abide by the noise ordinance when we lived in La Jolla. Did we?
No, we were not. We were upstanding citizens in LJ.
Where were you guys in La Jolla?
Like South La Jolla, right off like Mount Soledad on the south face.
Oh, nice.
Our neighbors will know who we are if they ever see us. If they ever see this,
we had a full sound system and just went full blast constantly, like off into the canyon. But we never got in trouble. Like,
oh, we did. You were, yeah. You were a little tuned up at that party. We had a pool themed party because we didn't have a pool, so we just did pool themed. And it was our going away party. We were moving across the ravine. You could literally throw a football and hit our new house. Our neighbors didn't know that.
It's worse for them with you.
They were really upset. You could see, like, from our neighbors' balconies, you could see our U-Haul truck going down the road and then turning up the ravine and parking in the new driveway, which is a quick interlude to, like, why our new neighbors didn't like us very much. We were not anywhere near as noisy as we used to be at the White House. It was the White House and the Red House. And the White House was, like, it was, like, the most baller house ever in the 80s. Like the guest bathroom had like a gold swan where you like twisted the wings and it would spit water. It was so super sick.
That's amazing.
And you'd like bring people back, and it was on the hill, so you'd like go up and then you'd kind of like walk down into it, and people would walk in and you could see all of like PB, the ocean, everything, and you'd walk in and people were like, oh my God, and you're like, oh yeah, like this thing, no whatever, like. Meanwhile, we don't have keys to the house because like they've been lost through like the constant turnover of leases. Like no one's on the lease anymore. The master bedroom was converted into 2 bedrooms, so Brad and I split the master with like a drywalled wall down the middle. So I had the bathroom and he had the balcony. So
with a little bit of tape.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was
no insulation. Crazy. Yeah, super fun house, but yeah,
it was 5 musicians and Tim.
Yep.
That's so
you guys
cool.
And so Brad's band Broken Stems would practice full concert level sound in the garage, and like we didn't realize how much the sound carried until we moved across the street. Like we went to the other, like we had for like a week we had both houses, and so we went across. Like our friend or one of our roommates, Jesse Golick, love Jesse, was having like a wine party, so it's like kind of quiet music, like nothing crazy. And we went to the new house and like unloaded a boxes or whatever, and then came back. And I was like, at the new house, I was like, man, Jesse must be like blasting the music right now. We get back and I was like, dude, did you turn it up? He's like, no, not at all. We didn't realize the acoustics of the ravine carried all of the music.
Oh my God.
So it was like you're listening to the speakers were blasting it from the inside because of just the way the whole acoustics worked.
That's crazy.
I would have hated me as a neighbor.
Yeah.
I would have hated Brad even more as a neighbor because Brad.
We had some red lines. Or at like, I like if there's a speaker, it does that like boop when it like hits the max.
Yeah, and you're like,
I love that. Yeah, Yeah, Bradley
Me too. That's typically how I like to do it too.
Yeah, Brad loves a good boop.
Man.
Speaking of that, I'm excited to take over your second stage.
Oh, I know. This is so exciting.
I know. This is going to be a blast.
Okay, so Freedom Fest was that stage that was typically last year called Glizzy Garden.
Yeah.
Is now being transformed into same but Nakey.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially Nakey Island.
Yeah.
Potentially Coconut Cove. Maybe a collab of both.
Yeah.
With like
We're gonna theme it out
an amazing oasis.
cool. Yeah.
I'm so excited because our collaboration is so important to me and so special.
Yeah.
That's going to be very cool.
Yeah.
And we're booking the lineup right now. Like that's very much going to be probably my favorite stage.
Yeah. I love Freedom Fest. I had such a good time there last time. I feel like this is going to be a very good same collab.
Well, Freedom Fest, the thing that's special about Freedom Fest is it's hot. It's on the ocean. The only venue on the sand. And then it's just like so nostalgic. Like it's the hot dogs, the sunscreen. It's like that feeling like people are dressed as George Washington.
Yeah.
Founding Fathers Gone Wild.
Yeah.
Like it just has that amazing feeling of like a true 4th of July rager.
Yeah.
But there is infrastructure.
Well, and Beach House is I think it's one of the coolest venues in the world.
Yeah.
So back when I first moved here, when we moved here,
it's the reason we moved here.
MTV Rave House.
We moved here because of that spot.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. It was that convinced us. Like
it was bingo players that played.
Yeah, we were like visiting, and somebody was like, "Yeah, go check it out on a Sunday." And we didn't know what it was, and like we were eating lunch, and like they started bringing in speakers, and then like it's just such a party. It's right on the ocean. It's on the beach. You're like toes are in the sand.
It's amazing.
It's
so many legends have played there, and this year we're like changed because we've all been to a lot of beach house shows now. Typically, my production, like we always transform something. So we have our 80-foot inflatable eagle that will be flying on top of Coaster Terrace overlooking the entire venue.
Yeah.
So it'll actually be like 200 plus feet in the air.
Yeah.
And then we are transforming the way that Beach House operates and runs for this show. So we're going to bring everybody in on Mission Boardwalk. Entrance is from there because I want to close off this side and make it a full bar program and add capacity in the space. I hate everyone looking at people coming in. So we're going to run them on the boardwalk and then we're going to double deck the venue. So we're bringing in scaffolding and sky decks everywhere to like really kind of level up the venue and add capacity in the space.
Yeah.
And one of our headliners is going to be amazing and he's going to come out and like have like a whole moment into the crowd, like on those risers that come out. And then where the skate park is, the truss, like on this side, we're going to build a double decking bar program. So people can go on the stage there because the stage will be along the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to really go in and build some crazy shit in there.
So it'd be like super immersive for the attendees.
Yeah. Because I love it when the attendees are up. Yeah, when the Freedom Ragers are all up and elevated surfaces and platforms. Because everyone wants to dance on a platform. So give it to them. Like we're going to go double deck over the main stage. Let people come in underneath the risers and build a whole different experience.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And because I love it, I want to change how the stage operates. Because that stage on the side is cool. But that truss is like so obtrusive. Like I'd like to create that into its own bar venue. And then potentially do a speakeasy underneath one of the platforms. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. We're building the render right now. Mactive's doing the production. So
they're awesome.
Oh, they're good.
It's gonna be.
You go all out with the things you could just be like, yeah, we're going to keep the venue. You're like, nope, we're building a second story out of
double decker.
Well, I'm like, because I was like talking to the team at Belmont. I'm like, what do you like? What's like? How can we? Because ultimately, Belmont and Beach House is going through a lot of changes to build. They're going to kind of redo a lot of that space, which is super exciting.
Yeah,
they're putting in a massive jacuzzi. They'll actually be ready for Freedom Fest.
Awesome.
So we'll have like a big jacuzzi on site, which is very cool. But I was like, how do we completely change this thing?
Yeah.
So how do you put more people in Beach House? You have to go up,
build up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so fun. I mean, it's 4th of July weekend here, which is in San Diego, just insane.
Yeah.
And then this huge 4th of July party. So that one's going to be fun. Because we haven't done things at Beach House. So I'm excited to like, just kind of like dabble into it.
Yeah.
Part of what you're doing there. It's so
special. Cool. We get in there and like, we have like 13 hours.
Yeah.
To do everything. We get in overnight and we don't have a lot of time because it operates as a restaurant also. So like the load-in time it's really tight, but that's when you have the most fun.
Yeah.
You're sweating and you're really activated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's when you do the TM.
Yeah. Hit a TM session.
Yeah.
But the great thing is a lot of people on my team are now doing TM too. So we're kind of like this little team. We like there's like a little closet in Coaster Terrace that we'll meditate in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Well, I'm excited to be a part of that.
I know. I'm so grateful.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to have so much fun. And like our collaboration is just perfect. And then it's also perfect timing. Freedom Fest. And then we go out to Nakey Island.
Yeah. I'm so glad that we did that.
I know.
Like this is fun. It's becoming like that is a thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people are excited about
Nakey Island was so special. It was just like you took a big risk. Like you guys took a huge risk on that. I mean, there was, factors that were not encouraging of Nakey Island at all.
Yeah. There's well,
like you're so committed to the experience, committed to like unlocking something new, committed to that whole thing that like Nakey Island like doesn't necessarily make money, but like it doesn't matter. It just adds to so much.
No, I've just been staring at that island forever. And I've always thought, so like my first festivals that I ever went to were the fun that I had. It was wandering. And I went, it was small festivals. So it wasn't like I was fenced in. It wasn't like, Coachella or Bonnaroo or like the huge ones. It was me going to like a couple 1,000-person festival and there wasn't fence lines. And it was like people just came in, like everybody snuck in and like whatever. But wandering off into the farms and just being like, wow, this is crazy out here. And like getting lost in the moment and like doing a little bit of an adventure. And I thought that was so fun. That's what I like a lot.
I mean, Same is like the energy of Same is one of the best I've ever seen. Like the vibe, the people, the community, and everyone loves each other. Because it's also like, I think it's such an amazing size where like it's a 1% or 2 degree of separation.
Yeah.
It's like you care for everyone because you know that you somehow know them.
Yeah.
This isn't like a random person in Coachella that's going to like sing the friend who threw the margarita at someone.
Yeah. It's not.
They would never do that at Same.
Yeah.
Like this could be your neighbor in San Diego.
Yeah.
Like they might know you and you don't know them. Like you better like be nice.
Well, everybody, I mean, at Coachella, I think like 30,000 people camp, something like that. But like how many people are there? Like 150, something.
It was like 200,000 over 3 days.
Okay, so like when you camp next to people, like because it's same like 99% of like the whole festival population camps.
Yeah,
and so we limit it. It's only we don't want to grow super huge, so it's only going to be 7,500 people, and like everybody just camps out next to each other, and like I don't know, kind of become a little bit of a community.
Yeah,
and it's everybody there. It's not just. I mean, it's a lot of people that are like LA, San Diego, and there's like hippies living in their van, and there's like the
huge tech CEOs.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that come from San Diego that I saw there. I was like, oh my God, like you're here.
Yeah.
It's that
type of thing.
Plus.
We're like actors and like things where it's just like, but people are out and just kind of like vibing together.
There's nothing like it. That. There really is nothing like it. It feels so good being out there. And like, that's why I knew Nakey Island was going to work. Because like the attendees are so loving.
Yeah.
Like we're not going like, it's not like some like chain link, like big experience we were going to like push or something like that. Like everyone was so respectful.
Yeah.
Even when it took a long time to even get on the boats, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, what can we get you? And they're like, oh, we're totally fine. I would like put a lay on someone and they're like, oh, don't worry about it. Like we're just chilling, waiting like 2.5 hours, potentially missing mind chatter and like still being positive.
But then Mind Chatter was like, no, I'll go 3 more hours than I'm supposed to. Like
you're everyone on the rest of the lineup because Mind Chatter did not let you play. Love you, Mind Chatter.
Everybody
so
that wanted to see Mind Chatter got to see.
Totally.
But
totally.
There was
and he
there
had
was the bunch.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Like that was an iconic moment. When the artist is like posting.
I saw him zipping around in a boat, just like huge, like smile ear to ear. And I was like, oh, he's just living a great life right now.
And the
going around the lake
too, like came up to me. They're like, that was one of the most amazing experiences.
Yeah.
Like getting on the boat in the dark and going to Nakey Island.
Yeah. More boats, bigger boats, more banana boats this year.
Yeah. Bigger boats.
Doubling down on banana boats.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
And we got it.
Yeah. We for sure are.
Yeah.
More people coming straight from grandma's house party into just doubling down on no sleep and going to Mind Chatter sets.
Yeah.
This thing.
Good for that.
I would be doing the same thing.
Yeah. That waking up that morning and like when you're dead sober, meeting somebody at a 5 a.m. I've been up all night level. It was just like, what's up? Let's go. Hop on. You're good.
I know. The people that were showing up were so good.
Yeah.
They've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like really having the best time I've ever seen anyone have.
Yeah. It was good.
And still and then thank God we had the Nakey boys DJing the line.
which
was great.
Somebody
the party going in line.
He's one of my best friends. He was a drummer in my old band, and he's working for the festival, Andrew. And I saw him. He ended up jumping onto the banana boat. He like saw me. And he was like, "Oh, hey." He had been up all night. He's like, he gets in. I'm like, just sit right here. He's like with this girl. He like grabs her like this and just falls into the middle of the boat. And I was like, "You're good. Just stay there. Just
You're good.
Stay in the middle
of the boat."
Yeah, he fell into the middle, not the water. So he fell into the middle. And I was just like, "Just stay right there. You're good." And they just held each other like that for the whole trip to the island.
The best I'll never forget in my entire life is Wes Berger. As literally, like with his curls.
Yeah.
Just the most attitude I've ever seen on a jet ski.
He looked epic.
That man was born for the jet ski lifestyle.
Yeah.
Never seen anything like it.
Now that I know I'll be riding jet skis, I'm gonna shop for what I'm gonna wear on the jet ski for this year.
Totally. Same.
That's a thing.
And I would love to stay out on the island. Yeah. I want to spend the night on Nakey Island.
Yeah.
I think
that's an experience.
I would love to.
Yeah. That's roughing it.
Yeah, you may have to pay extra or less for it. We're not sure, but we'll see. We'll see what comes of it.
I mean, the hard thing is, it's like if you want to stay out there, you have to probably like go out there at sunset and then just stay.
Yeah,
there's no going back.
No,
it's not like you're like, "Oh, I made a mistake here. I'm sorry, Mom. Can I call my mom and have her pick me up from my sleepover?"
No. Well, because I remember because the year before,
swim back. I tried to swim.
No,
it's too far.
People tried.
Yeah, I swam.
Please don't try.
No.
Disclaimer, please don't
do
try.
not do it. And this is me when I thought I could swim pretty well, and I swam out to like
a lot farther than it looked.
Quarter of the way, and I was like, I've been swimming like 15, 20 minutes. This is gonna get really rough. There are no lifeguards. Like I was like, all right, I'm turning around. Like,
well, because the year before so it kind of started Nakey Island. Well, you had the idea for Nakey Island, but like we had the Zico party dock.
Yeah,
shout out Zico, and we did the party island dock, and we had Dane. He really like built this dock out of like barrels.
Yeah,
and we did the dock, but then it got really windy on Saturday, and the party dock dislodged from its mooring and went across the island. Do you know about this?
No.
This.
Oh, you guys don't know about this?
This is news to me.
Oh wow. Okay, so
we're in it. Let's hear it.
The Zico dock, the party thing with the truss and the disco ball and everything, and the decks and the music, whatever, takes off on its own journey with no one on it, and ends up like here's the island. Ends up like over there on the other shore.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And Dane went to go swim after it. And it's like horrible wind.
Yeah.
And it's getting dark. But he went to go save it. And then he's on it. And it's nighttime. And he's like wrapped in a Zico towel. That was all he had. Nothing. No phone. No anything. And someone saw him on it. And they called the lifeguard. And they came and got him and like towed him on the thing back to shore.
That's a Dane story.
The amount of stories Dane was in that year.
Yeah. That was a crazy year for Dane.
Yeah.
Did a lot.
Dane was very busy.
He did save the Zico party dock though.
Oh.
Thank God.
Yeah.
On his own. Tried to swim it back.
Yeah.
Crazy
Bless
wind.
his heart.
Nighttime.
He was like in his head, just grab the rope.
No,
and just start
totally.
going.
And he was.
Yeah. I can see that.
He was rescued.
I had a moment with Dane where I sat down with him. I was like, "Hey man,
good.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Let's look in the mirror and think about that. Let's really decide what we're doing here." And
such a good builder though.
Yeah.
No, but he's
crazy.
He's got a good heart.
As much as you you decide you never want to work with him ever again, then you're like, wait, but he actually is a really nice guy. And he did a great job.
Yeah. I know him from us like hanging out at the staff parties and when we work together and talk together and like all of that. But he just like comes through so big.
No, totally.
Everything he does.
Super
so he built out
comes through so big.
The whole Coconut Cove stage, which that was our first stage where we were like, I was like, I want to make an investment that we start building a stage that will become an environment. We'll have more budget each year, but we're going to own it, which is now leading to so many storage containers on site. But we have now this giant ship, and then it's each thing, it turns into more things. And that's him just by hand, just building that thing.
Dude,
so
he hand sawed like a 50-foot almost Nakey sign.
Yeah.
With a handsaw.
It's so cool. The
Didn't
builders,
even trace
the
it or
people
anything.
you meet doing these things it's such creative people in San Diego that are.
It's so amazing. I mean, I think of like Catherine at all the things. I mean, Catherine is my weapon, and she is so talented. And like now we've been working together for years, and like I'm so proud of her. She built SantaCon on her own, basically, with a couple little elves.
Yeah.
And like she is a beast.
Yeah.
like built massive ornaments out of plates that she found somewhere.
Cool. Yeah.
You've been to her warehouse, right?
Oh, yeah.
That is
just
like, as a not creative, I'm like, oh my God. And then she's like, well, this is this.
This is my lawn after this.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is a lot. Like, I'm a very like minimalist person.
Oh.
And we're on different ends of the spectrum of that one, but she is extremely talented.
No, I love her so much. And like, yeah. And like Connor and like, because I tasked Connor and Keenan with the inflatables for Freedom Fest, which meant inflating a 65-foot eagle on water on the pool.
Yeah.
Sounds easy.
And they had to climb the plunge. Though it's very dusty, very wet.
Yeah.
They climbed that, no rope. We should cut this out. No rope, and installed the bird from the sky.
Wow.
And then they like crawled down the ropes, and they're like riding the bird while it's inflating.
Yeah.
And then when they deflated the bird, it's sopping wet. It must have weighed like 3,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And they hauled it out of the show. I mean, like hell. And they did Santa, inflated Santa too.
Yeah. That's cool. You have those giant inflatables. That bird is crazy.
The bird is crazy.
So cool.
The talent of the people that help put on these shows is
it's so many people. It's, you know what?
So many people.
We're an industry that will never get taken over by AI. Like AI will never come in here because it's such a human touch.
No, it couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so lucky. Like our whole team and our teams like cross pollinate so much. Like you're like, I'm so grateful for the same OGs.
Yeah.
That have come in and saved us in a lot of time.
It's the same. It's just people. Yeah. It's the same crews.
But I mean, like Sabella, like all these people, like, you know, really have been like such a core part of what we've done. And it's like, they got a lot of their experience from same.
Yeah. That's been my favorite thing. And I'm sure with you too.
And they're
like,
so talented. They're like leaders in the industry now.
Seeing people develop. Yeah. That's been it's my number one thing. Like it's one of my goals is to like, if I can, you know, mentor in any way or like people just being able to like use this as a platform. Cause I can't do much. I can't be a full-time gig for people, but if they can get, you know, different jobs and different industries and different things like that out of our little show, then that's what's so cool.
Not a little show at all. I mean, I think it's a massive show. But you guys, but you're also, and this is how I see you, is like you're like so let people run with their independence. And like, because my thing is like, if you hand off a job, they're going to do it 85% of the way that you would, most likely, and they'll probably do it better than you because they're going to bring something that you didn't think of. It's like I like try to not micromanage at all. Yeah. Like I really like try to hand off the job and like completely almost like just like let them just tell me what they did after.
You do that very well.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I'm
working on it.
It's hard.
I know.
It's hard, but it is nice because like it blows you away what they'll do.
Yeah.
You know, because they're so talented, so creative.
Yep.
That like it's amazing.
Yeah.
I think one of the most, I would say, enjoyable pre-festival things we do is we have Jesse Orlando, who's our creative director, I think is his official title. Just extremely talented person. Yeah. Marie, who also owns the template that we're at. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Shine. They have a call that it's our club. It's called the Creators Club. And if you want to talk about a call that goes so off the rails, but then gracefully gets back on the rails and then falls off it again, like I'm like, hey, Jesse, just add me to that. I just want to listen. Right. And it's so like, I'll be like around my house doing something or like laying on the couch or whatever. And I just have AirPods in listening to just the most outlandish ideas that turn into something that's a reality.
I mean, the whole Vegas thing.
Yeah. People put Vegas.
I mean, that was like so brilliant. And like was just like that was Jesse to me.
Yeah.
Like how he is.
It's like just such an odd touch. Because if you're like, let's make a super creative version of like Las Vegas at a festival, you might run in one direction, but it's definitely not that direction. Right. What he takes it and how there's weird actors and games and this year with Butte County Fair, it's just going to be insane. You can't wait.
And like also one of the most inspirational calls I think I've ever been on was the same all hands call. And I think it was led by Chris Arif. Possibly. You and Chris.
Yeah.
And I don't like Chris was just
when Chris talked at the end.
Yeah.
Chris loves a good motivation.
But Chris at the end, like I literally was like, because he's like, we're changing people, like not even that we're like changing people's lives, but like their experience is truly in our hands. Like we have such an opportunity to create that. And like every single touch we can benefit the experience.
I wrote in at the end of that call, I said, Chris Sarif motivation, 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
He was like, yeah, please. Let me go.
It was so amazing. It really inspired me so much. Like reminded me like how hard we all work. Like, because the truth is like, we are in the party business and like, but we truly pour by the time the festival's done, like, and after the shows, like, I could sleep for a month. Yeah. Because you just pour every waking moment is like so dedicated to the experience and the guest experience and how they feel. And you carry the consciousness of all these people too, the whole time, the whole day. Like all of that in your case, 4 days. And like, it's such a massive deal. And we care so much. And like, we put so much work into it. It's like, you know, and we recognizing everyone on the team, that whole thing was just so cool. Yeah. So special. Yeah. And we risk so much.
Gamble the farm.
Gamble it all.
What's the next gamble? What's the next thing for you? It's not a gamble anymore.
Next
calculated risk.
Yeah. So next thing we do is Freedom Fest. We're getting ready to really announce the lineup and move. Hopefully by the time this is live, the lineup will be out. And it looks like that Nelly is one of our headliners.
Whoa.
I love that.
Awesome.
That's so sweet.
Which we get to announce after Stagecoach. So he's headlining Stagecoach on Saturday night with Jelly Roll. Yeah. So it's massive. And then Shiba-san is also confirmed as one of our headliners. So we go Nelly. Nelly's going to go on at 7 o'clock.
That's going to be insane.
Yeah. I think Nelly, no more hit. Like he has every single hit. Hot in Here, Grills, 25 years of country grammar.
Lunatics
Ride With Me. Ooh. Everything. It's like so many freaking hits. Like, and he's such a massive artist and he's headlining Zanyara on Saturday at Stagecoach. Like he's really like having a major, he sold out Chula Vista Sleep Train in like a month.
He blew up right when I got my license. Okay. So I feel like we just drove around blasting that CD. Yeah. Dilemma. Everything. Like I'm so incredibly excited to get to announce that and have that in the universe on a poster and in the world because it's confirmed. It's been crazy. Can you believe that?
I'm so excited.
Nelly is playing.
I feel like that to me, that's the booking that I think is going to really it feels like that's the most impactful booking we've ever made. Yeah. And it took a long time to make it make sense. Like we had to route him and do all these things. Like it was like months and months of working with agents. And I was hopeful, but you're all like, until you get to the very end, these deals fall apart sometimes. Yeah. And it's like, you can be so that's the thing with talent buying. It's so tough because you get so excited about an artist and then it may not work. Yeah. But I'm so thrilled that we're confirmed on this one and we're moving forward. And it's like the greatest. I never thought 12-year-old Liv would say that we have Nelly coming to play Freedom Fest.
That's amazing.
You're just booking all of my high school, just absolute subwoofer slamming artists. Yin Yang Twins, Nelly,
Young Jock at SantaCon. Yeah, Nelly definitely raises the bar a lot for our bookings.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I'm really excited.
Congratulations, that's huge. That's so big.
Thank you.
I can't wait. And I get to be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's sick.
We're all going to work together and we'll all be with Nelly.
Yeah. I love it. I can't wait.
We're going to ride with him in the golf cart.
Yes.
And probably blast his music.
That's you want to ride? All of us in the golf cart.
I cannot wait. That's going to be so fun.
Yeah. So I'm really, really grateful. This is going to be an amazing show. And then we go into SantaCon straight away.
It's right into SantaCon.
Yeah. Well, we do Nakey Island. We go Freedom Fest, Nakey Island, and SantaCon.
Yeah.
So those are our big ones. Yeah. And then we probably, for me, at least being in La Jolla, it's so special, sprinkle a couple of those magical ones in. Mm-hmm. So we'll probably do one more Mandarin House show. We take over the Chinese restaurant.
You're doing shows at Mandarin House?
We did a show. We did a rave called Get Lucky at Mandarin House.
I love the restaurant Mandarin House.
Nelson, shout out Mandarin, best restaurant in the world. And we did a party there 2 years ago. And it was wild. Went to 3 a.m. Wild. It was with Lisbona Sisters and Dink. And it was a full-blown rave in the Chinese restaurant.
Really?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Okay, I need to make sure that
you're supporting, but you should be mayor of La Jolla. You're supporting businesses there. You are for the people. This is great.
La Jolla. La Jolla to me is the most special place in the universe. And La Jolla right now is in a difficult spot because it's so incredibly expensive to live there that a lot of the oldies that used to run La Jolla, that ran La Jolla for a long time, are kind of still running La Jolla, but they're dying. Yeah. La Jolla doesn't have a very young presence. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to if we can bring art back to La Jolla, Dr. Seuss is from La Jolla. Dr. Seuss created everything in La Jolla, all the Lorax and all these fun trees and all that stuff is based in La Jolla in the Cove. Yeah. And he had the whole Green Dragon it was an artist colony. So La Jolla was a massive artist community. And I feel it's we've lost a little bit of that. The younger population hasn't really been in La Jolla. So, like, I hope that we can bring art, bring music, bring all that stuff right back to the village and like create a sprawling art community again. So that's what the La Jolla Art and Wine Festival is starting to do. And like, we're hopefully working with them to bring music to that as well. And like, takes over the streets, 30,000 people on Girard. So we're going to be contributing that this year. And yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What things you have coming up? I love it.
Oh my God. We have some fun stuff happening. And there's a lot more. Thankfully, I've been doing a lot of like production and like corporate events and big birthdays and big weddings, which is a treat. So I did a massive wedding in October, and I have another massive wedding coming up in May 2026. Mm-hmm. So I'm producing that. That's a full-time job too. And then the big birthdays. So
you produce weddings too?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. We did an amazing wedding last October. It was at La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club. It was 250 guests.
Yeah.
And we built in like a 70-foot shade structure.
Easier or harder planning weddings or
I mean, I love
Freedom
both.
Fest?
I love Freedom Fest because, I mean, tickets and sponsorships is a massive, weighs on you a lot.
Yeah.
So it's nice to like, but it's so creative.
Yeah.
And then you go to the wedding where like you really have none of those pressures.
Yeah. You're just planning an event.
You're just planning, but the bride,
there's still pressure. Yeah.
I mean, thankfully the brides that I've worked with have been so amazing, and they hired me because they want an Almost Nakey wedding.
Yeah.
So like, that's the feeling and I really love that process because it's a whole different brain.
Yeah.
Like weddings is like production schedules to the minute.
Yeah.
And everything matters. I mean, like how much champagne is in the champagne glass, like where the fork is. Everything is so, the detail, like the font size, all that.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Yeah.
And now I'm also producing all the on-site activations for events.com. So we own Wonderfront. So I'm very involved in Wonderfront, Temecula Balloon Wine Festival, Gator by the Bay. So like we go on a full festival tour with that, and I tour an activation for them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. So it's been fun.
Yeah.
You stay busy.
Well, I just think like objects in motion stay in motion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I just enjoy, going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I'm so excited. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thanks for being part of the podcast.
I really
this has been
appreciate
great.
this.
Yeah.
This
It's been
is
awesome
so special.
talking with you.
Thank you. This is probably the best. I usually do a podcast like on my own. It's like me recording myself in my car.
Yeah.
And this is way better than that.
How do you record
love
yourself
this.
on a podcast?
I literally record myself on my iPhone voice notes.
Yeah.
And I just post it. And that's been my podcast.
And your friends listen to it.
I have like 4 episodes. Yeah, they're
That's
not.
awesome.
I wouldn't. It's not extremely
Didn't you say that
successful, but it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you say your friends said that they listen to it like constantly? And you were
Yes.
like, why is this blasting over the speakers?
Glossy, yes. So I did it on La Jolla restaurant reviews.
Yeah.
And like at like 5 a.m., like my friends, like when they said it like really calms them down
Yeah.
after like raging.
Yeah.
Like
I love it.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm glad this is benefiting someone.
Yeah.
Great.
The monologue podcast, the monopod.
Yes. The monopod.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
This has been a blast.
guys. I know we have so much coming up.
Yep.
We'll all be together. We'll be together all through the year.
Yeah. We're going to see each other really soon. I'll be at Wonderfront too.
Great.
So.
Me too.
Wonderfront's a great one. Good.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Cool. Are you guys doing anything for Same at Wonderfront?
I'm doing Same's doing the ADA there.
Okay.
Same's doing the guest services. I'm
Well, you
doing
do
the
a ton of- you
I'm
run the
doing the
team.
fencing, tenting,
Oh,
like that
wow.
stuff,
Okay.
and op stuff. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
A lot of our people run AR and hospo too. So
Yeah.
I'll be doing probably something in the hospo world, just with like
Okay.
like at same I run VIP,
Yeah.
and then just kind of do overall on-site stuff like operations, and then for Wonderfront we'll take on like a kind of like a less like
Yeah.
a zero stress job.
Yeah. It's
kinda
great. We should maybe pop up in the Almost Nakey land. Same Almost Nakey.
Yeah, I know Almost Nakey
We should
land
do a
is there.
Yeah, we should
so
do a collab in the land.
I would be 100% down. We have all of our decor here,
Great.
so we could do that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because Almost Nakey land is doing well, but I think we need a little love with it.
Yeah.
Be good to bring in some collaboration.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
do it.
All right. Well,
Cool.
Okay,
thanks
guys.
for being on.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
And cut.